Not if I can help it.
I wanted to discover the power of poetry in driving away love.
I thought poetry was the fruit of love.
Of a fine, stout love. But it is only a vague inclination. One poor sonnet will kill it.
So, what do you recommend then to encourage affection?
Dancing. Even if one's partner is barely tolerable. I love this dance.
Indeed. Most invigorating.
It is your turn to say something, Mr. Dawson. I talked about the dance, where you ought to remark on the size of the room or the number of couples.
I'm perfectly happy to oblige. What would you like most to hear?
I will do for the present. Perhaps by and by I may observe that private balls are much pleasanter than public ones. For now we may remain silent.
Tell me, do you talk as a rule while watching dances?
No, I prefer to remain unsocial and passive. Makes it far more enjoyable, don't you think?
Tell me, do you and your sisters often walk to Meryton?
Yes, we often walk to Meryton. It's a great opportunity to meet new people. When you met us, we've had the pleasure of forming a new acquaintance.
Mr. Wickham, he is blessed with such happy manners, he is sure of making friends. Whether he is capable of retaining them is less so.
He is so unfortunate as to foster a friendship that is irreversible.
It is. Why do you ask?
To make out your character.
And what have you discovered?
Very little. I've heard such different accounts of you as puzzle me exceedingly.
Well, I hope to afford you more clarity in the future.
Goodbye.
Miss Elizabeth! I've struggled in vain and can bear it no longer. These past few months have been a torment. I came to Meryton only to see you. I have fought against my better judgment, my family's expectation, the inferiority of your birth, my pride.
That's what it said.
I would put them all aside and ask you to end my agony.
Don't understand.
I love you! Most ardently. Please, do me the honor of accepting my hand.
Holy shit!
Oh, relax.
Mine.
I'm sorry.
Sir, I appreciate
That was unnecessary.
the trouble you've been through, and I'm very sorry to have caused you pain. Believe me, it was unconsciously done.
This is your reply?
Yes, sir.
Are you laughing at me?
No.
Are you rejecting me?
I am sure the difficulties which you've described have hindered your regard will help you in overcoming it.
Might I ask why with such little civility am I thus repulsed?
I might inquire with such obvious means of insulting me. You told me you liked me against your better judgment. If I was uncivil, then that is some reason, but there are reasons you know I have.
What reasons?
Do you think anything might tempt me to accept the man who's perhaps ruined forever the happiness of a most beloved sister? Do you deny you separated a young couple who loved each other?
I do not deny it.
How could you do it?
I believed your sister indifferent to it.
Indifferent?
Yes. I watched them both carefully and realized that his attachment was deeper than hers.
She's shy!
Bingley, too, is modest, and he was persuaded that she did not feel strongly.
My sister hardly shows her own feelings to me. I suppose his fortune had some bearing.
I wouldn't do your sister the dishonor.
You suggesting it?
What? It was clear an advantageous marriage.
It was suggested. Oh my God.
Lying. Did my sister give that impression?
Did my sister give that impression?
No. That was, however, your family.
Oh, one for connection? Mr. Bingley didn't seem to vex himself about that.
Oh, no, it was more than that.
How, sir?
The lack of propriety shown by your mother, your 3 younger sisters, and on occasion your father. Forgive me. You and your sister I must exclude from this.
What about Mr. Wickham? What excuse can you give for your behavior towards him?
You take an eager interest.
He's told me of his misfortunes.
Oh yes, his misfortunes, they are great.
You ruined his chances that you treated with such sarcasm.
So this is your opinion of me? Thank you. Perhaps these offenses might have been overlooked had not your pride been hurt by my scruples about our relationship. Am I to rejoice in the inferiority of your circumstances?
And these are the words of a gentleman. Your arrogance, your conceit, your selfish disdain for the feelings of others have made me realize you are the last man in the world I could ever be prevailed upon to marry.
Forgive me out of taking up so much of your time. I came to tell you this. I shall not renew the sentiments which were so disgusting to you. But, if I may, I will lay down the offences which you have given me. My father loved Wickham as a son, and left him a generous living. Upon my father's death, Miss Wickham announced that he had no intention of taking orders. He demanded the value of the living which he gambled away within weeks. He then wrote demanding more money, which I refused. After which he severed all acquaintance. He came back last summer, declaring passionate love for my sister, whom he tried to persuade to elope with him. She is to inherit £30,000. When it was made clear he would not receive a penny of it, he disappeared. I will not try to attempt to convey the depth of Georgiana's despair. She was 15 years old. As to the other matter of your sister and Mr. Wickham, Mr. Bingley, though the motives which govern me may appear insufficient, they were all in the service of a friend.
Could I ever make amends for such behavior? After what you did for Jane, and I suspect for Lydia as well, it is I who should make amends.
You must know. Surely, you must know. It was all for you.
Too generous to have you be right.
My feelings and wishes have not changed. If your affections are still what they were before, please, tell me so at once. But one word from you will silence me forever. But if your feelings have changed, I would have to tell you. You bewitched me, body and soul. I love you, and I never wish to be parted from you from this day on. And how are you, my dear?
Fine. Only I wish you wouldn't call me my dear.
Why is that?
Because it is what my father calls my mother when he's cross about something.
What shall I call you?
Well, let's see. Lizzie for everydays, my pearl for Sundays, and goddess divine, but only on very special occasions.
And what shall I call you when I'm cross? Mrs. Darcy?
No. No, you may only call me Mrs. Darcy when you're perfectly, completely, and inconditionally happy.
And how are you this evening, Mrs. Darcy? See?
Yeah. Okay.